Sports fans, welcome. Cable Channel 15 TV and Newport Greyhound football on the road in the playoffs. David Black, Brian Prince, Ben Black, and a host of others in our press box. And what a beautiful facility. We're at Harding University, and second round of the playoffs. And anytime you play in the second round, Brian Prince, something good has happened for both football teams.
Yes, sir. That you've got two number 2 seeds coming in here to First Security Stadium tonight. That also, that means that you've cut them in half. What we started with last Friday night, we've cut them in half. And if we're fortunate enough to go win, we'll cut them in half again. And that's our mission, is we want to win tonight and spend Thanksgiving Day and Friday at home, and hope that Benton Harmony Grove comes out with a victory and have to come there. If not, we'll win this game and go to Atkins.
I want to remind everybody the lead sponsor for the pregame show is White River Medical Center Medical Complex in Newport, and the Newport Diagnostic Medical Clinic. After-hours clinic now open, accepting walk-ins Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m., and they're located at 2200 Malcolm Avenue, and their phone number is 512-2550. Walk-ins Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., so a great service to Newport and Jackson County. Talk a little bit about this Harding football team, my friend, defending state champs.
Yes, sir. They beat Rivercrest in the state championship game last year, and they had a coaching change. Coach Moat moved over to Harding University, and so they have a new coach and I believe 4 new assistants. So it seems like they have kept running the same type of offense that Coach Moat ran here. We just have to, as a defense, David, we've got to stay in our lanes. You talked last week, kind of explained about setting the edge. That's going to be real big tonight, because these guys are going to come out. They're going to set up in that pistol. They're going to run trips. They're going to run the wideouts, and they're going to come at us. And so everybody has to play their position, play as a team, hustle to the tackle, hustle to the ball.
Harding Academy, of course, just a traditional power. These guys love to throw the football. They'll run it a lot. It looks like Harding has won the toss, and they have elected to receive, so Newport to kick from the west end zone. A beautiful, beautiful stadium, and they got a big playoff game coming here tomorrow. Harding University is going to play in the first round of the NCAA Division II playoffs. I want to remind everybody that the schools participating in this playoff football game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by their school boards. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and the regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the AAA. Should be an exciting football game. What do the Hounds have to do to win, Brian?
Number one is we've got to minimize penalties, keep them to a minimum. We can't have any of those silly ones, the unsportsmanlike and, personal fouls. And then we just got to play, how we've been playing. We need to, let our offensive line be the lead, follow them, let them, dictate to what we're, if we're going to run or we've got to pass. But we've done so well of taking it and driving down the field. And that's going to be the key tonight, is keeping the ball out of Harding Academy's hands, because they're the high flying and going to try to throw it over the top of us and out in the flats and kind of create all kind of confusion.
Well, the pregame show, Arkansas Steel Associates, LLC, producing and supplying specialty steel products for the railroad industry in the United States, Canada, Mexico, and other worldwide markets. Arkansas Steel Associates with the pregame show. Should be an exciting football game as you go anytime, and like you say, you cut them in half, and what that means is the number of football teams that will play next week will be half as many next week as what's this week, obviously, because everybody plays, and then everybody will either lose and start basketball, or they will survive and advance, is what I always like to say, and it should be an exciting football game.
Yes, sir. I heard Coach Hinesley twice this week at the touchdown club, and I heard him say it there, and then the at the bonfire last night, talked about this is a rivalry, even though they've never played each other before, because there are kids from Newport or family members that are at Harding Academy, been at Harding Academy, and it's just like it is in my household. I'd like to, gloat a little bit this week myself.
And the kickoff brought to you by Brian Smith, Farm Bureau Insurance, 206 North Harwood Street, 523-8946, Arkansas. Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture. And for the second week in a row, Noquez will line up to kick for the Newport Greyhounds. And we are just about underway. The clock's not set, has 0 on it. They finally get it to 12, and here we go. And Newport's kick is fair caught at about the 31 to 32 yard line. They finally got the 12 minutes on the clock. We're ready to go. So first down and 10 in favor of Harding. These guys like to throw the football. They like to run the football. They're your basic, look like an Auburn football team. They're going to try to move the football against this stellar Newport defense. We have a beautiful view a long way away from the playing field. We'll try to identify people as we can. I can't see very well. I do know that Luke Samaniego will be at one of the defensive ends, as he usually is. And Deshaun Anderson at one of the tackles. And here's the first play from scrimmage, and it's a running play, and it's a big gain for Harding. Short of the first down, but across the 40 and finally tackled there. Never did bring him down, but did stop him. Just a quick hitting play, and Harding with a big gain on first down. They get 9.
They little quick pitch out there, and we weren't in that gap, and that's if you're not in the gaps, that's what I said before the game started. You got to play your gaps.
Say enough for a enough for a Harding Academy first down. He did get enough for it. So they move the chains, and it'll be first down and 10 from the 42-yard line. Just underway here at Harding University. And Harding wants to throw. A lot of room to run. Quarterback up near the 50-yard line. The Hounds rushed 4. Everybody else in coverage. Nobody to really have a spy on the quarterback. And he found a little room to the right side, and he runs it up to midfield. He's a couple of yards short of a first down, so it'll be second down and 8.
We made the initial hit about 5 yards into the play, and he picked up 3 more on his own. Deshaun was out there.
Tyler Linville also, he gets a start tonight. And, of course, Alberto Garcia. Fryer in the secondary. Pruitt in your linebackers. Big run for Harding as they get into Newport territory down to the 38-yard line. And they're just making it look easy right here.
Not seeing Darrell in the game yet, and that's kind of a surprise to me. He's our anchor out there.
Yeah, Zane Watkins at a start at the far defensive end. .11:06 to play here in the first quarter, and obviously no score yet. Harding's first drive of the football game. Newport's defense has been outstanding throughout the year. Split receiver to the right. 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen. And it's straight ahead and room to run. Across the 35 and down to the 33-yard line, and that's a big gain on first down.
Good tackle by O'Shea Pruitt to shut it down right there. He fought off his block, and here comes Big Darrell.
Second down and 5. Coming up for Harding Academy. 10:23 to play here in the first quarter.
Got us on our heels right now. We just still kind of touching and feeling what they're going to do.
Pistol formation for Harding. Quarterback to throw. He's got time. He's going to run, and he's not going to get very far. Matter of fact, he's going to lose yardage. Back to about the 37-yard line, so a loss of about 4, and it'll bring up third down and 9.
That's a great play right there. Everybody stayed in there. Deshaun corralled him.
Big Travis Turley, 83 for those guys. Big 6'4" junior split receiver. I like to throw the football to the big guy. Third down and 9. 9:28 to play, first quarter action. Trip sets to the bottom of your screen. Quarterback throws. It's incomplete on an out pattern. And the Hounds have brought up a 4th down situation. A 4th down and 9. And let's see what Harding elects to do here. Obviously a punting situation.
They usually bring him in and he does a little quick kick.
He is in punt formation. Only one guy comes into punt formation from the offense. That is a kick that's going to roll dead near the 10-yard line, between the 10 and 11. So Harding had a little move there, got a couple of first downs running the football, and then the defense holds. They create the punt situation, and Newport, even though not real good field position, no points on the board for Harding. Newport with the football.
Yes, sir. Durrell came in and was a game, a series changer right there on that one.
Newport offensive line has been just real good all year long. Deshaun will be the center. Linville and Prince are at the guards. 2 running backs either side of Cash Forster. Split receivers, 2 to the left side, 1 to the right. It was a low snap, and Jerry Ellis picked up the football in the backfield, and then he runs left. The snap never got to Cash, did it? I never saw it get to him.
No, sir. Jerry picked it up off the ground and ran out, got out to about the 12, and they poked it out, and it rolled out of bounds. That looks like they're going to mark it back at the 10.
We'll call it no gain, even though it's going to be 2nd down and about 10.5 yards. You have to give him a -1 on the play. Double receivers right, double receivers left, motion man right. A low snap again and straight ahead, and some room to run on 2nd down and long to near the 18-yard line. So it'll bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 3rd down and about 3 yards to go for the Hounds.
Went to our bread and butter right there, just running it up the gut behind that center, Deshaun, and now we got a big 3rd down to get out of this hole.
Alex Emery on one side and Big Durrell on the other from the tackle positions. Single running back behind Cash. A little toss sweep this side, and the Hounds fumble it again. 2nd fumble on this exchange, and they throw this one on the ground. And the big turnover, and the Hounds, 2 out of the 3 plays that we have seen right here, have fumbled the football, and this time they lose the football at the 10-yard line, and a costly error by the Hound offense. You just can't have that this 12th game of the year.
No, you can't have it. You got to, had a little bit of a low pitch there, and Jared Neal couldn't pick it up. So now defense, we got to go play hard again.
Harding, 1st down and 10 from outside the 10-yard line. And the Hounds, I think, are going to be called for being offside. Yes, encroachment on the Hounds there. Long count. Hounds jump. Ball goes down to the 6-yard line. So 1st down and 5 from the 6. 8:22 to play here in the 1st quarter. This is the 2nd offensive possession by Harding Academy. Long count. Now they look to the sideline for the play, and they've got it. Throw up and overthrows the intended receiver, going for the corner route in the end zone. So a pretty good call for those guys on 1st down and 5 from the 6. So it'll be 2nd down and 5, and the clock stops with 8:19 to play.
Yeah, Dawson Cook out on the coverage. I'm kind of glad that one got overthrown right there. Sam's Diner in the bright yellow building. Got those call-in orders. Dine in, carry out, 7 to 3, Monday through Friday. White River Area on agency, 1200 Highway 367. Next Class Plus.
2nd down and 5. Quarterback will just roll left and run, and he's hit near the line of scrimmage and knocked out of bounds. Great defense by Zane Watkins, among others. And there's no gain on that play. And again, the Newport defense just bowing their back. Maybe a loss on the play. He did lose a yard back
Back to the 6, and that's a good example, David, right there of what we've talked about, is setting the edge, spreading it out, letting the defenders come help you.
I was looking at the yard marker. The guy, the down marker, had marked it to the 7, and it's actually at the 6, so it's 3rd and 5. Remains 3rd down and 5.
Yep.
And here is
False start on Harding Academy. We'll
take it. 8:13 to play here in the first quarter. The Hounds trying to keep Harding out of the end zone here.
Both of them playing with a little nerves right now. Don't forget to hang with us for the George Kell Player of the Game and Coach Mark Hinesley Subway Coaches Show. Subway out at the new Walmart.
St. Michael's plays. April Bateman, the new administrator out there. Jay Cox, the social services director. Want to welcome them to the broadcast. St. Michael's plays. Great things going on out there right now. Trip sets to the right. Back shoulder throw attempt, and it's incomplete. The coverage was by Jay Cright. It was excellent coverage there. Or check it, make it Dawson Cook. And a 4th and 10 from the 11-yard line, and Harding will elect to try a field goal from the 18-yard line, so it'll be a 28-yard attempt. 8:09 to play in the first quarter. Will Harding get on the board first? Great snap, good hold. The kick is up. It is long enough, and it is good. So Harding takes a 3-0 lead on the 28-yard field goal with 8:05 to play here in the first quarter.
Ben Black's Used Cars got a good selection out there right now. If you need a new good used vehicle, give him a buzz. If you got something you want to sell, car or truck, 512-8429. And don't forget the folks out at Farmers Oil Corp. Right now's the time to be ordering up your propane. It's going to be a cold winter, I promise you. We've had a lucky fall, but it's going to get cold. Give them a buzz out there. Randy Curry and the gang, they're open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday, 7 to 12 on Saturdays. And don't forget Hunter Bowen, duck season is on us out there at Muddy River Calls. 217-1033. He can help you with decoys, duck calls. Just give him a buzz.
Hounds will hopefully have better field position than their first start. Hounds get 10 guys within 15 yards of the 50-yard line, as if to think that there may be an onside kick. Now they back up after Harding breaks out of the huddle. Jerry Ellis is deep. And I can't see the guys on either side. But this is a short kick. It is a high kick, and it is fielded by Quavion Harris. And Quavion across the 35, and he'll get yardage to the 37-yard line. So a pretty good starting field position for the Hounds right here.
Yes, sir. Now we need we need to go back to our bread and butter. Let's run that ball. I really believe our linemen can do a good job for us right here, David.
Well, it was just not a very good offensive possession for the Hounds the first time out.
I think both these teams have the doggone jitters. You know, we're second round of the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Everybody's got the same idea. They want to play next Friday.
So the Hounds with great field position. Let's get that offense churning right here. Cash Forster, your Greyhound quarterback. Snap is good. Handoff is to Jerry Ellis, and Jerry Ellis will get a couple as he tries the left side. He's up to the 39-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Just got to hang with that. I believe if we rush it enough, we're going to break that, and that's our bread and butter.
7:41 clock moving here in the first quarter. Harding leads it 3-0. Well, you just look at the defensive linemen for Harding, and you just think that our offensive line would have a field day with these guys. Here's Jerry Ellis. Jerry Ellis still moving. He has a first down, a little short of the 50-yard line at the 49, but that's enough for a Newport first down, and a great job by that offensive line that I just talked about.
Yes, sir. The offensive line took control on that one. I think, looks like we may just be settling down, getting into the flow of the game. Let that line do their job. They're big enough. Like you said, they've gotten better and better every week.
Jay Cright will split to the top of your screen. 2 receivers to the bottom. O'Shea's on the right side. Straight ahead, Jerry Ellis breaks one tackle, holds on to the football there, trying to get a little push on the pile. And Jerry will have a nice gain down to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, second down and 6 coming up for the Hounds with 6:49 to play here in the first quarter. We trail 3-0.
I think like you said, they don't have the size over there, and we've got some beef on the line. Sophomores aren't sophomores anymore this late in the season, David.
Snap is low. Jordan Neal tries to get outside. Has a little bit more room to run after he breaks a tackle. But the snap was low, and it created some timing issues in the backfield.
Jordan Neal bailed us out, though.
Yes, he did.
He went and got us 5. A lot easier third down to obtain.
Third down and 1 for the Hounds. 6:06 remaining. We trail 3-0 against Harding Academy here in the second round of the playoffs. Thanksgiving weekend coming up. Everybody wants to play that weekend. Jay Cright on just a quick hitch pass. It was played very, very well by Harding, but the Hounds got enough for a first down. We'll get only a couple of yards, but that's plenty for the first down. First down and 10 for the Hound offense. Cash Forster was sensational throwing the football last week. He's 1 for 1 on this night. And it's 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line in Harding territory.
Effort play by Jay Cright to get that first down.
Straight ahead. Not much there. That's Jordan Neal. He'll get a couple, second down and 8 coming up.
I like it, Dave.
From
just
the 30, pound it. That's what you said.
We're gonna break it, and we're gonna wear them down. The third and fourth quarter, they're gonna be tired.
Second down, we'll call it 7. Give him 3. Cash to throw. He throws across the middle and almost intercepted by Harding. Only guy that had a chance to catch the ball was their safety man. And on third down and 7, the Hounds will come up with a couple of plays right here. Obviously, I think from right there, you're in 4-down territory. Who knows? Let's just get it on third down right here, not have to worry about it.
I like the play call. I mean, you got to keep them honest. Let them know we are going to pass it, not just run it every play.
Jordan Neal behind Cash. Little toss sweep right. And a little room to run. First down yardage plus some. It's Jordan Neal. He's been just a hoss all year long running that football, and he's down to the 20-yard line. First down and 10 Greyhounds on a little toss sweep.
The thing I like, David, is if everybody will look, you'll see those linemen were down the field blocking. I mean, he made it happen. Neal made it happen, but the blocking, getting that that push.
Jordan Neal again. Pretty good football play there as he powers to at least the 17-yard line. So he got at least 3. Second down and 7 coming up. Keep powering that football, Hounds.
That's right, because they ain't got it. They can't score.
4:30 to play in the quarter. 3-0 in favor of Harding. Thanks to a fumble by the Hound offense at the 10-yard line, but the defense held. And Harding kicked the 28-yard field goal. Another low snap. And Jordan Neal. If you can't get the snap, you're in trouble trying to run the offense. It was another low snap.
That's exactly right. I don't know if we've got a wet ball, or coming off the turf or something causing that, because Deshaun has not had that issue.
Third down. And a short 7. It all starts with timing. Cash looks. He wants to throw, and it is way overthrown. Had he even caught it, he'd been way out of the end zone, so the Hounds elect to go for it all right there. So it'll be 4th down and a short 7, and the Hounds obviously will go.
Kind of surprised, but again, can't blame them for going for it.
Just pretty good coverage that time by Harding. 4th down in a long 6 or a short 7, however you want to call it. What will the Hounds do right here? Let's get a good snap before we can get a play. Hounds are confused offensively in their formation. They need to get a timeout with 3:33 to play in the quarter with Harding leading 3-0.
I want to tell you about Robert Turner out at Edward Jones. His focus areas include investors saving for retirement, retirees, college savers. Number 62 in your program, number 1 in your heart. 523-8780. He's at 2802 Stegall Road. And the John Chadwell and the gang, the board of directors out at the NEDC. Let's keep moving forward to a bright future. Farmers Tire Mart. Auto services include flats fixed, oil changes, belts, hoses, tire rotation, front end work, brakes. Give them a buzz at 870-523-6735. They're at 1501 Malcolm Avenue. And don't forget, they do have mobile service available.
Called them this week. Came right over, picked up my vehicle, aired it up, took it in, fixed my flat, brought it back. Thank you very much, Tommy Bain. 4th down, and we'll call it 7. Toss sweep. Jordan Neal is close to the 1st down, depending on the spot.
They were going to come up short, David.
Harding holds on a 4th down and 7, little toss sweep to the right, and Harding does what they need to do to get their offense back on the field. And the Hounds come away with empty-handed.
Our line cleared the way, just was a little bit, that's a pretty good 4th down.
Yeah, get 6.5, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
3:27 to play here in the 1st quarter. Hounds are trailing 3-0 against Harding. We're going to be okay in this football game.
Oh, yeah. We came from a lot further down than this. And you had the faith.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, we're going to be fine right here. Quarterback to throw. He does, and it's way overthrown. Trying to hit the big kid, number 83, Travis Turley.
Kind of in a corner hard for me to see.
Ball's at the 11-yard line. Hounds had to get it to near the 10. They got it just right inside the 11, but not near enough to the 10 to make the 1st down. So 2nd down and 10 now for Harding. Clock stops with 3:24 to play here in the 1st quarter. How about a sack? Trying the right side, and the Hound defense swarming.
They've settled down, David. Everybody stayed in their lanes. They set that edge, and that's what it's all about. We've talked about it this year.
O'Shea Pruitt, among others, over there. DK Fryer, number 4. Jordan Neal, number 6. O'Shea and Julius, 24.
Went to that car smashing last night, and them boys wore that sledgehammer out.
I bet they did. 3rd down and 9. Quarterback rolls. Throws. He's got a man, and that's complete, and that's too much cushion by the Hounds. Hounds were 6 or 7 yards off the guy. I guess trying not to get beat deep. So it's a 1st down. That's just a good football play by Harding.
That's pitch and catch. I mean, you draw that up out in the yard, just like the Super Bowl you broadcast this week.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's too easy there. 2:36, clock is stopped with the ball going out of bounds, and Harding with a big 1st down. Zane, Watkins, Deshaun, Durrell, Luke Samaniego. The front 4. And the Hounds are going to be called offsides on the cornerback. I guess the Hounds were in press coverage then.
Yeah, because they always look over and check.
First down and 5 after the offsides penalty moves the ball to the 30 to the 30. Okay, first down and 5. Running play, and a big running play. And Harding is knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
I saw some discipline right there. We really could have rung him up right there on the sideline, but we chose not to. We held up. That's a senior, Jordan Neal, learning. I don't do that.
First down and 10 for Harding, moving the football. The drive started at their own 10-yard line. A couple of first downs, a couple of big plays there. Passing play on the play before that one, or a couple of plays before that. From the 47, trip set to the right. Great defense there by Jay Cright. Tried to go to the big guy.
He crawled up that ladder, didn't he? There's a little size difference there, or height difference.
That's another 6'4" guy, Carter Sapp, 6'4", 220 pounds, tight end, number 24. Nice size youngster.
We got a good push up the center, just not fast enough.
Second down and 10 from the 47-yard line, 2:25 to play first quarter. Harding leading 3-0. 25-second clock to 5. Quarterback rolls right. Being chased by O'Shea Pruitt, and he's nailed.
Big time play.
Big loss back to the 40.
Big play. I mean, he come across there fast. Whew.
Hounds had generally been staying with a 4-man rush, and that time they brought O'Shea. And with the linebacker coming, the heat allows the Hounds to push Harding back inside the 40-yard line. It's going to be third down and about 18.
Great play. I mean, that's just a great play, great pursuit, good angle. Another senior making a big play. Junior, my bad. Made me feel better.
Yes, sir. Quarterback rolling left. Throwing back right. Played great by the Hounds over there on that side. That is outstanding defense. Is that to Kalen? TK Farrow, outstanding. The quarterback faked to throw the ball left, went back to the right, had one guy one-on-one coverage over there. It was that guy and to Kalen, and a big play by the Hounds.
Our defense has came alive.
A punting situation, obviously. Let's handle the punt here, Jay Cright. High snap. Punter will get a low kick that goes out of bounds near the 40-yard line. So another great chance for outstanding field position for the Newport Greyhound football team.
Going to talk about Kenny Thaxton in a minute out at the Bank of England at Village Mall. He does all your mortgages and refinances. Give him a call, 870-495-3931. And Dr. Gavin McDowell, customized vision care at the Village Mall. Also 523-3333.
First down and 10 for the Hounds at the 39. Great snap and straight ahead. And Jerry Ellis gets a couple.
Running hard.
Yeah, give him 3. That's a good football play there. Jerry's looking to get more than 3.
Yeah, he's always looking for his next move. He's like
Absolutely.
a deer bouncing.
He's bouncing and looking. Second down and 7 for the Hounds with 25 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Jerry straight ahead for a short gain of a couple.
Going to be right nose on the 45.
And it's going to bring up third down. And it should be the end of the first quarter. The Hounds are not going to be able to get a play off. So we've played a quarter, and we have a 28-yard field goal from Harding, a fumble by the Hounds that gave them those 3 points. But the Newport defense, again, has been outstanding.
Yes, sir. they have come alive and making big plays, like the junior made a big play, O'Shea. Norman and Baker Pharmacy, Mary Davis and the crew, 1117 McLean Street, 523-9472, getting ready to make the move out to the former Kroger building, WRMC Medical Complex. Give them a call for all your prescription needs. City of Newport, Newport Recycling. Give Bonnie a call, 217-0070. She's accepting cardboard, newspaper, magazines, all sort of things. Open 7 to 4, Monday through Friday. And you can never forget El Puente, 523-2369. You can't beat the fajitas, taco salads, nacho supreme. Tea and Punch, 523-2369. They got you call in, drive through, go in, sit down.
3rd down and a short 5. Have to get in between the 49 and the 50. Straight ahead, and that's enough for a 1st down. That's just good, tough running there by the Hounds, O'Shea Pruitt.
Having him a good ball game tonight.
Hounds go to the power set here, where they bring in the extra lineman who lines up as the fullback, and then O'Shea Pruitt. Got to be like an I-back. Straight ahead. O'Shea running over folks. Tough football play there and a good football play for the offense. Great job of the offensive line coming off the football, and the Hounds want to go a little faster than normal.
Got a 0-0 score out of Benton Harmony Grove at Atkins going into the 2nd quarter.
Come on, Greyhounds. 2nd down and 7. Well, you can just see both linebackers coming in there then. And
yep, they did, Coach. That's Coach Hinesley said the other day that was one thing they were going to do. Is he didn't think they were far enough along to read and react, but they blitzed to overcome that and compensate for it.
Well, they have a 4-man front. They just walked 2 guys right up there, and they obviously anticipated the snap count. They guessed right on that one, and the Hounds lose, so 3rd down and 7. Jordan Neal near a Greyhound 1st down.
First down, Greyhounds.
Good hard running by Jordan Neal and a good job of blocking by the right side of the offensive line. And that's a 1st down for the Hounds, and the drive will continue at the 38-yard line with 10:40 to play here in the 2nd quarter, and Harding still leading 3-0.
Exceptional job by that entire line right there. They created that hole that he ran through. I think me and Ben Black could have ran through their arm in arm.
There's Jordan knifing for several yards. He'll get to the 35. Check it, he's short of that, so he gets 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8 on the quick hitter.
He tripped for 3 or 4.
See Cash running in from the sideline. He runs over and gets the play every time from Coach Bradley.
We're going with the same personnel.
Well, that's just played so well by Harding.
Yep, another long 3rd down coming up. Let's get in behind them big boys and go up the middle.
Hounds run the sweep a little different than you normally see. Instead of reversing out and tossing, they keep their eye right on the tailback to make sure they get a good pitch. 3rd down and 9. Cash throws. He's got a man. It's dropped. He was in the flat. He's going to be well short of the 1st down, so the Hounds will have to punt here.
Play a little field position right here.
Xavier Foster to snap to Aaron Hill, and Aaron Hill has been real good this year. And now we kick an 8-yarder. Ball went off the side of his foot. He was trying to caddy corner down to the goal line. It just went off the side of his foot, and it only goes 8 yards. So the Hound defense will be back on the field. The Harding offense.
I had a glare with the lights here. I couldn't see where it went.
First down and 10 for the Wildcats. 9:08 remaining here in the first half. Harding leads 3-0. And with the football. Quarterback going for it all to Kalen. Great defense by Kalen Fryer. That's just one-on-one coverage, best on best right there.
Excellent job. We got a little penetration.
And you can't play defense any better than that right there. Tremendous by TK Fryer.
Yep.
Just one-on-one out on an island against their tallest. And
receiver actually came down and grabbed his face mask on the way down. I thought we was going to get a penalty.
Second down and 10. Reverse and tripped up by the Hounds. I love the reverse. Luke Samaniego.
But I love that our guys stayed at home, played their lanes, and made the tackle. Big third down coming up here, defense.
Luke did an outstanding job of reading that play. 8:40 clock moving, third down. And 9 for Harding. See, they haven't even started the 25-second clock, and they do, and Harding's got a pretty good idea of how to run the clock. Pressure coming from the Hounds. Quarterback throws, and it is incomplete. Almost an outstanding reception from Harding. But on fourth down and 9, the Wildcats will have to punt back to the Greyhounds.
We had great pursuit, David. I mean, he was on the run. He was going to be on the run throwing it, but I guarantee he felt us coming, breathing down his neck. You're not near as accurate when you're throwing on the run like that.
Or on your back.
That's right.
8:14 to play in the half, 3-0.
All right, Jay, take it to the house right here. I've seen that 0 long enough.
That's a ball that he might be able to return. Boy, it's just a great punt away from Kright.
Spinning funny. It was up there spinning just crazy.
Down to the 24-yard line. First down and 10 for the Hounds. And Hounds have been not really bottled up, but had a couple of possessions that been inside the 30. This is the second one of 4, I guess.
Bratcher Real Estate, 732 Malcolm, corner of Malcolm and Wilkerson. Mary Reed, principal broker. Lauren Sampson, agent. Lauren's number is 870-512-8951, 870-512-8660 for Mary.
Well, just look at the difference in size of the kids from Newport compared to Harding. Harding just playing very, very aggressive defensively. And here is Jerry Ellis. Can he get to the outside? He does not. He cuts back in, but it's a good football play because we get about 5 yards, at least 5, and maybe 6 on the play.
He just followed his blockers. He was patient and let them kind of drive down the field a bit.
So disciplined is this Harding defense. He got 6, but it's second down and 4 for the Hounds and a good gain. 7:35 to play in the half. 3-0 Harding leads. Running backs on either side of Cash Forster. Low snap. Coming this way is Jerry Ellis. He's not going to get anything. He's going to lose yardage.
They strung that out, and we had nowhere to go.
Hounds just really having trouble moving the ball offensively here. And a lot of that has to do with those guys from Harding.
Yep, they're just aggressive. More aggressive than we are.
Get 6 on first, and then you lose 1 on second. 3rd down and 5. Hounds need a first down. Cash to throw. Intercepted, and that's going to be a touchdown, I think. Yes, it is. Just a great read by the secondary from Harding.
Yep, underthrown a little bit, and a great read.
And the kid just picks it off and takes it in for the touchdown, and Harding leads 9-0 here. And to go for the single extra point. Maybe. They line up in that funny formation right here. Let's see what they do here. They're going to go for 2. Quarterback throws, and it is incomplete.
Caught it out of the back of the end zone.
6:31 to play, 9-0 in favor of Harding after the pick 6 for the Wildcats. And the Wildcats, defensively, the difference in the football game so far has been their defense against our offense.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's the big difference. Unity Health, Harris Medical Center, located 1205 McLean Street, 523-8911. They host the Touchdown Luncheon Booster Club every Monday at noon, and get you a good lunch and hear from Coach Hinesley and the coaches, and $5 lunch. Don't forget to hang around with us. Player of the game, George Kill Player of the Game, and the Subway Coaches Show out at the Subway out the new Walmart, and Jackson's Funeral Home. Our family serving your family. 523-2433. Jackson Funeral Home's located in Newport, Harrisburg, and Newark.
I won't say anything about Unity Health. You know, the first healthcare organization in Arkansas to join with the Mayo Clinic, and it's just a formal agreement that gives Unity Health access to all of their knowledge and promotes collaboration among physicians to benefit patients. Unity Health, Mayo Clinic, great combination.
I am surprised on the going for 2 there.
We need some offense. Kick is short, and the Hounds had better get on it. And they do. That's Jay Kraft. So the Hounds will have first down and 10. Tremendous size advantage here from an offensive line, defensive line standpoint. These kids from Harding are playing hard. I'm gonna tell you what, they were 7-3 coming in, 8-3 on the year, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Got a good football team. Great program, defending state champs, new coaching staff, as Brian mentioned in the top of the broadcast. 6:31 to play here in the first half. Harding leads 9-0. Cash drops the football. He fumbled it. Did he get back on it?
Yes, sir.
That was a good snap then. Cash just couldn't handle it. And we will lose 1 back to the 39. And you got to forget about the interception and start playing.
Exactly. You can't let that sit on your shoulder. We need our offense to start clicking, because we can beat this bunch. I have no doubt with our offense.
Straight ahead, Jordan Neal. Linebackers come up, more than nothing there. I mean, Harding Academy is just dominating our offensive line at this stage. 3rd down and 11.
We just we need a wrinkle or something, something to create a spark.
3rd down and 11 for the Hounds, trailing 9-0 with 5.5 to play here in the first half.
We're in an obvious passing down. They're gonna pin their ears back.
Straight ahead for about 3. So the Hounds will be forced to punt the football back to Harding.
They're taking it to us right now, David.
Well, they're outplaying us, no doubt, in their defense against our offense. And because our defense is playing real well, the offense gives us the pick, and the offense gave up the 3 points, obviously, a while ago because of the fumble. But, I mean, that's part of the game. You just got to keep battling. You got to keep functioning. You got to hope good things will happen and get this kick away. I thought it was going to be blocked. but it's a great kick, and it will go inside the 30-yard line and be down at the 28-yard line.
Murchison and Planters Bank, 2nd and Hazel Street, 523-3601. They also have the Solution Center and M&P Insurance and Investment Services at their new location on the corner of Front Laurel Streets, 523-6771.
Dr. Jeff Angel. He's a surgeon at the MPOC Orthopedic Clinic in Batesville. He's now serving patients at the Newport Diagnostic Medical Clinic at 2200 Malcolm. Call 870-793-2371 to find out how to schedule an appointment with Dr. Jeff Angel. First down and 10 for the Wildcats. Quarterback to throw. He's throwing deep. He's got a man and he stretches, but it's overthrown. Great defense by the Hounds. 2 penalty flags there. I guess that's going to be pass interference against Newport. I don't know about that one.
No.
But they'll come back to the line of scrimmage if that is the call and mark off 15 yards against the Hounds. And I don't know about that call there, but we get to watch it on the replay at the top of the screen. Never touched him. Never touched the guy. We see the replay. He never touched the receiver.
This is a hard place to win.
Here's the replay again. Watch the replay.
Receiver runs right past us.
Never touched him. A phantom 15-yard penalty against the Greyhounds. Wow. Wonder where that came from. Trip receivers to the right and running back coming this way. He gets to the edge and he has a good gain to near the 50-yard line. It's a pickup of about 7 with 4:26 to play. In the half, Harding leads in the football game 9-0.
They just got outside our containment, and he got to turn the corner. Picked up 7.
Clock stops because of the out-of-bounds play. Harding leading 9-0. They like chunking that rock. Straight ahead. Short of the first down. I only picked up about 1. Bring up 3rd down and a couple.
He got to meet Deshaun right there. Defense has done great all night.
They have played well.
Here's a big 3rd down. And knowing them, they've got 2 downs to go at it.
Clock moving. We're under 4 minutes to play in the half. Harding leads at 9-0. Quarterback is hit for a loss. See if the Hounds want to use a timeout here and force these guys to punt. They're going to punt. Hounds will not use a timeout.
Lost a little over the yard on that one. That was a great play right there, defense.
Tyrell Fryer will go deep now. And Harding obviously will run another 20 seconds off the clock before they snap the ball. I think they did not. And they fake it, and it is complete. And he is going to be marked short of the first down, I think. Yeah, the referee has it marked short of the first down. Harding gambled. They had the play. They just didn't get to the first down marker. So they gamble, they lose. And let's see if the Hounds can take advantage here. Oh, my goodness. Did you see the spot where he spotted the ball?
They've already moved the sticks.
I cannot believe that. He was a yard.
It's going Newport's way.
Oh, it's going Newport's way. I started to say I'm fixing to come out of my chair.
Yeah, you can see right here.
I'm just getting old.
Oh, yeah.
Well short of the first down. 3:05 to play here in the first half. See if the Hounds can muster some offense here. The snap is low. Look at that linebacker play by Harding. Untouched.
We just we're going to have to do something different, David. What we're doing right now is not working.
Well, we just keep pounding at them and trying to run the sweep. How about a reverse? Second down and 12 after the Hounds lose 2 on that play. Cash to throw. That is complete, but it's a very short gain of about 5 yards on third down and 12. So a big third down and 7 coming up.
2:10 and dropping on the second quarter.
Hounds need a big break, need a long run here. They jump off sides, and that's a long count for the Hounds, and that's a +5 for the Greyhounds. Instead of third down and 7, it's going to be third down and 2. Dalton Phillips into the game quickly. Third down and 2, and the Hounds have 1:55. They saved their 2 timeouts a while ago, so we've got those left. 1:56, and the ball will start the clock. There's the linebackers, and again, you see both linebackers coming up, and Newport has no answer. They're unblocked. They're just absolutely unblocked on third down and 2. Now it's going to bring up fourth down and 4 in a punting situation for the Hounds once again. Just haven't been able to. It's all about timing, and we struggled early with snaps and timing. And now we just can't. We can't get those guys blocked. We've got 5 guys, really 6 guys, 5 guys trying to block their 6. And they're guessing right most every time.
Exactly.
If you guess and you run wide, then you get burnt. If you don't bring them.
Well, they've been setting the edge. That's why they're not afraid to shoot those gaps on us. I mean, they're keeping us inside. Lindley Healthcare and Rehab Center, 326 Lindley Lane, 523-6539. They do a great job out there. I can vouch for that. Kenny Thaxton out at the Bank of England at Village Mall, 870-495-3931 refis and new mortgages. And the Sonic Drive-In, I need one of those right now. One of their 168,000 soft drink combinations and milkshakes. A burger would be good right now.
A double.
A double. That's right. Man style. Sonic Drive-In, 1104 Malcolm Avenue.
Hounds are going to go on fourth down and 4. They do the long count out of a timeout. Now they signal the play in. Cash calls for the play. Straight ahead, and he will dive, and second effort will get him the first down. That's Jordan Neal, I do believe.
You are correct.
And with 1.5, the Hounds must go fast here.
Effort play right there.
Cash over on the sideline, getting the play from Coach Bradley. Still there. 25-second clock is in, and now Cash is away from Coach Bradley. And down to 1:15. 15 seconds ran off the clock already. Just the timing on that play just doesn't look right. It's a short game. Clock will continue to move with 1:03 to play in the half. Second down and 8. Hounds only have 1 timeout left. Cash again over to visit with Coach John Bradley. The thing about using it that way is that you don't have a guy that you're already talking to that has the play that you immediately send the play in. You have to wait for Cash to get over there and then get the play, and then you have to wait for him to run back in to call the play. And it's costing us some valuable time here.
Yeah, 37 seconds to go.
Hounds to throw. They're throwing deep. There's a bunch of people there. It is tipped.
Flag.
Intercepted. There's a flag there. We don't know who that will be against, but Harding Academy is back upfield to the 30-yard line and out of bounds at the 27. And you would suspect that would be against Harding, but you never know. They're going to bring that one back. It was tipped and intercepted, so you'll come back to the 40. You will mark off 15 yards to the 25, and the Hounds will have 22 seconds.
And one timeout.
To try to put the ball in the end zone.
That didn't make it on the replay. Sorry about that.
22 seconds to play here in the first half. Harding leads 9-0. If you would have told me with 22 seconds to go the Newport wouldn't have any points on the board, I'd have said you were nuts. You were crazy. Come on, Hound Dogs, let's go. Here come those linebackers. And it's a reverse, and the Hounds don't play it. At least we try one. But you didn't get Jay Crichton going fast the other way. It was just kind of up in the air, and you had to wait on it. It looked like it just didn't work. Things aren't going well for the Hounds right now. But we've got
well, the good news is at halftime, if we are down 9, that's, obtainable, and we're not down 39.
I've been hollering for a reverse all year, but that wasn't exactly how it was.
That ain't how we drew it up here.
I like the play call. It's just the execution was poor.
Well, I would have liked it about 6-8 minutes ago,
Well, here's the deal. The Hounds are doing the best they can do. They're just trailing, and Newport defense has virtually shut these guys out. And the Newport offense fumbled at the 10-yard line, and they kicked a 28-yard field goal. So no advancement on that particular play. And then the Hound offense gives up a pick six. So our defense, their defense were 0-0. Our offense is behind 9-0 against their defense. Here come those linebackers. Cash is going to be dropped, maybe not dropped. He tried to get the pass off.
He did.
I thought he did too, to Jay Crichton, but yeah, the clock ought to run out. So Harding Academy, difference in this first half, no doubt, Brian, has been defense by Harding Academy and the lack of execution by the Newport offense. Harding leads at 9-0. Second half action is next. And we're back at Harding University, where Harding Academy leads the Newport Greyhounds 9-0 here in the second round of the AAA state playoffs. And Brian, let's kind of assess a little bit here. Defensively, the Hounds didn't give up really anything, and all 9 points coming against the Newport offense. But no doubt the Newport offense has got to get to Jennings here, and we're going to get the football to start the second half. We'll see what kind of adjustments that John Bradley and his staff made offensively to get some points on the board. We're going to win this football game.
I believe you. I mean, we've kind of had the bend, don't break defense where we've gone in at halftime and made adjustments defensively. We've not had to offensively. I'm curious to see what we're going to come out. I mean, I know they went in and said, hey, we've got to put a wrinkle. We've got to move this person, personnel, adjustments. They've got to do something.
Well, the first thing you're going to have to do right here is you're going to have to field this short kick, because these guys they're just kicking where we are not, and somebody's going to have to make a play. The last time that they did kick the football to us, it was a potential disaster.
Because they're kicking into the wind and going to do a pooch.
Absolutely. But we'll see what happens. They give you 24 minutes to play before they decide who gets to move on and who gets to stay home. And the Newport Greyhounds are looking forward to the second half, as we are. And we'll see what happens. You got to keep your eye on Harding right here when they line up like that. They may just turn around and kick the football right here. Newport's ready. Harding does not do a quick one. But now we got to be ready for the short kick. And they're not going to kick it deep, so I don't know if we need to even be back near the 20. But anyway, I'm going to stay out of it and get us some points right here in the second half. Ready to go, 9-0 in favor of the Wildcats from Harding Academy, and it's been all Harding. Here's a short kick again, and it's going to be fielded by Bobby T. Smith at the 30, and Bobby T's to the 35 and the 40, staying on his feet as he crosses the 40-yard line and gets up to the 41, maybe the 42. It'll be spotted at the 40-something yard line. Get it marked here, fellas, where I can call it. 41. First down and 10 for the Hounds, and Cash Forster and the Newport offense. We need to make a statement right here, Brian.
Yes, sir. Well, that was very important. We secured the ball, picked up about 12 on the return. Now we've got to, this has got to be a statement drive right here. Dictate what's going to happen to the offense the second half.
1st and 10. Straight ahead, and a good football play. There's Jordan Neal for at least 10 and maybe 12 yards. Good, solid offensive play right there. Come on, Greyhounds, let's go.
That's, like we talked about in the first half, that's been our bread and butter. That's what's, set up the passing game. But when we weren't able to do that in the first half, we weren't able to pass. So we just need to get some momentum, put it in the end zone.
1st down and 10, and a big gain from Jordan Neal. In Harding territory at the 47-yard line. Jordan Neal again. Pretty good football play. He'll get at least 3 going over the left side.
Yeah, reached out. Just that was a shoestring tackle because he had some momentum.
He got 3 from the 43. Hounds changing the play here. Low snap, but we've got it. This is Jordan Neal right up the middle. Jordan Neal to the 30 and across the 30 and down at the 28-yard line, maybe the 27. Great job of the offensive line surging out there. We got to take control of this football game right here.
Deshaun had a great lead block. Connor had a real good pulling block that opened that hole up. I got to brag about the nephew there. That was a great offensive line play.
From the 28, here come those linebackers. They're timing it, and they time it well, but we've got to play. We're around those linebackers, and we have a big gain trying the right side down to the 21-yard line. So a pickup on 1st down of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Looks like we woke up at halftime, David.
And you got to watch those linebackers timing the play, coming from behind those front 4, and here they come again. Watch them inch up. Stay in base defense that time and give it to Jordan Neal, and he doesn't have a lot of room to run there, but he gets to near the 20-yard line, a short gain. It'll bring up 3rd down and a couple for the Hounds.
Coming in, putting it on the offensive line back, and we've got a good drive going.
Here comes the linebackers on 3rd and 2. Here's where the Hounds have got to be able to pick up a linebacker. First down, Jordan Neal. Going over the right side, down to the 18-yard line, and the Hounds are on the move with 9:36 to play here in the 3rd quarter, trailing 9-0.
Our line movement is much better, not only going forward, but our pulling guards.
Well, if you can control the line of scrimmage, you can win football games. I don't think these guys can score a lot on our defense. Hounds are not in a must-score situation, but it sure would take a lot of heat off everyone. Jordan Neal, Cash would have kept it there. He would have gotten about 10 yards. Jordan got none.
I bet they're going to do that before the night's over because they are so keyed in on our running backs.
Well, the Hounds lose. What you don't want are negative plays, and we got a negative there, but we've just got to overcome. A lot better than a penalty. We're at the 18-yard line, 2nd down and 11 with 8:45 to play here in the 3rd quarter, and the Hounds trailing 9-0. Straight ahead. Solid play for the Hounds. Across the 15 to the 13-yard line.
Where their linebackers were making contact and making the tackle in the first half, we're sidestepping them now and running around them.
3rd down and 7. Watch the blitz from Harding's linebackers. Complete and short of the 1st down is O'Shea Pruitt. He's a yard short inside the 10 at the 9. So the Hounds will have it 4th down and 1 from there. And here it's just a matter of execution.
If Cash Forster will hang on to this ball after a fake, he could walk into the end zone. And I hate to coach, but they've set it up right here.
It's 4th down and 2.
if they can't make them jump off sides first.
And I don't know. Harding says they stopped us. And they did. Hounds cannot convert after the long drive. To start the second half, they used up about 5 minutes of clock and couldn't get it on 4th and 2. And give those guys from Harding credit. They have won the battle when they have been on the field. Now, can the Hound defense get us the ball back without giving up much field position here?
They have done it a great job all night.
Yes, 4th and 2 and you don't get it. Kudos to those guys. They're going to throw. Tight end out here. He just breaks the tackle. He's to the 20.
Pitch and catch.
Yeah. Wasn't anything fancy there. Just gets those guys out of the hole. They're up to the 24-yard line. 7:14 to play in the third quarter. 9-0 in favor of Harding. Harding running clock. Very deliberate in their offensive play calling, and I don't blame them. Quarterback. He won't get much there.
Had a busted play there.
Across the 25. Looked like he was going to run an option play left, and then just tucked it up inside and got him a couple. So second down and 8.
Wasn't nobody to option it to out there. Got to bow up defense.
At the 26, 6.5 minutes remaining here in the football game. This quarter is flying by. I mean, the third quarter, we're in the third quarter, 6:20 to play in the third quarter.
Oh, we had a methodical drive. We killed that clock.
Just couldn't get the points when we needed the points. Couldn't pick up the first down when we needed to get the 2 yards. They're throwing. They are open, and it is complete. Hounds got beat. And they throw a perfectly executed pass. Big receiver Travis Turley ran right past our cornerback there.
Yeah, that's the last thing you can do, let them get behind you.
Don't get beat deep. Harding on the move. At the 42-yard line, they're going to run clock. They stay in the huddle. They break the huddle at 15 seconds on the play clock. Quarterback running right. Not much there, maybe a yard. 5:35 remaining third quarter, 9-0 in favor of Harding. Harding has flipped the field here. And they have just executed when they needed to execute. Offensively, they've not put any points on the board. They did kick a field goal, but after the Newport defense had a good defensive stand, and then the other 6 points came by an interception. So the Hounds have played well defensively. They're going to throw it to 83. Jay Kratt will lock up on him. Quarterback throws. He throws way over everybody's head. Under some pressure, and everybody was covered there. Jay Kratt was an excellent job there covering Travis Turley. He tried to run past Jay, and Jay wouldn't let him.
I had forgot how fast our big men can move, but they sure put on some heat right there.
Third down and 9, and a couple of big plays coming up right here. Clock stops with 4:53 to play in the third quarter. We trail 9-0. Playing at Harding University and playing Harding Academy. Offsides, Newport. On who?
Right here. On our side there. Jerry Ellis.
on our cornerback again. Well, I want to see it on the replay.
Probably won't show that.
That's twice tonight our cornerbacks have lined up off sides. And it's 3rd down and 4 instead of 3rd and 9. Low snap. Quarterback under some heat, and he's down.
Deshaun.
Big Deshaun Anderson, 57. Well, what a push by the defensive line to get to the Harding quarterback. And that will bring up a punting situation for Harding. Newport's defense has been stellar again tonight.
I'm telling you, I mean, that takes from going for it to having to punt or setting up for a punt.
Yeah, these guys may fake.
Yeah, you can't, gimmick football.
Yeah, somebody better cover this guy. And somebody better cover the tight end who's on the line of scrimmage to the left side. This is an end-over-end kick, and, well, they've just we're going to get a penalty for possibly holding. Jay Cright is going to be down at the 10-yard line. We're going to get a penalty from the 20-yard line, and the ball is going to be dead at the 10-yard line, so I don't know how exactly they do that. I think it's still got to be from the spot of the foul. Hounds were holding on the play.
All I saw was the Harding Academy guy jumping over him.
Maybe we weren't holding. Yes. $10 from the spot of the foul, which would be from the 20-yard line, so it remains Newport's football at the 10. So that is the correct call. You don't penalize them from the end of the play. So the Hounds had the football backed way up in their own territory. They had a great drive going and couldn't capitalize their first offensive possession. 3:38. Here's Cash finally coming to the huddle with the play. Nothing. Now, see, Cash is going to have to go from the 3-yard line. Yeah, they finally run a play in with somebody. There we go. Zane Watkins with the play in. Hounds didn't get anything on first down. 2nd down and 10, 3.5 to play. We just can't block those guys up front. Jordan Neal, he's running hard. He's short of the first down, but he's at the 18, maybe the 19. They spotted at the 19, so this will be 3rd down and 1. Did a better job of blocking that time.
Critical 3rd down right here.
Yeah, clock moving with 3 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. We trail Harding 9-0.
Greyhound Booster, Sam Nicholson Farms. Glass Plus, Stave and Stacey Headley. Mark Manning, Shelter Insurance, B&T Battery, Neil and Keith, Battery Guys, Lou Allen and Company, Lou Allen Family Farms.
3rd down and 1, and the Hounds have that, plus a little extra. So a good job of the offensive line of getting a push enough for a first down for the Hounds. 2:37 to play, 3rd quarter.
John Miner Jr., Crop Insurance. Give him a buzz, 501-207-3323. Give Deborah a call, 523-8909.
Cash with the play. On 1st down and 10. Straight ahead, and this is Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus for a first down. Just a tough kid, tough running the football.
Fresh legs, just puts his head down and powers through.
To the 35, so the Hounds have gotten themselves somewhat out of the hole here. The drive started at the 10. 2:11 to play, 2:10 clock moving in the 3rd quarter. Hounds trail by 9. There's those linebackers again, and we have no answer for that. When those linebackers come, they're going to make a play every time.
Yep,
we just don't have an answer for it.
You know, in the last drive, we were sidestepping them, getting around them, but they sure shut us down right there.
2nd down and 11. Clock moving, 1:35. Boy, this third quarter has just flown by. Joe Brodus, both linebackers there, nothing. He loses maybe a yard, or they give him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 11 coming up.
Big one right here. 1:03 to go here in the third quarter, still trailing 9-0. First Security Stadium and on the Harding University campus.
Can the Hounds come up with a big play here on 3rd down and 11? Here come the linebackers. Now they back off. Cash throws and way overthrows his intended receiver, Jay Cright.
Should have been a penalty there. They had a hold of him.
And the Hound coaches are asking somewhat about it. And come on, guys. We'll check the replay on the replay board if it shows up.
No.
4th down and 11. Give these guys from Harding credit. I mean, they've stopped this Newport offense, just really shut them down. Harding going to try to block a kick. Great job of getting it off, get a good bounce, and it does. Keep rolling. Somebody get down there and get it before it rolls into the end zone. It's going to roll out of bounds at the 22-20, between the 22 and the 23-yard line. The Hounds are going to have a break.
Yeah, they're going to. Harding Academy's going to have to make a mistake, put one on the ground, pick off to kind of re-energize the Greyhounds. Dole Family Farms saluting the Greyhounds, along with Churchman Building Center at Ace Hardware, Billy Keedy out of Iberia Banking Staff, Howard's Glass, and the McGoy Family Farms, always supporting the Greyhounds. Don't forget to hang with us. We will have a Subway Coaches Show with Coach Hinesley and a George Kell Motors Player of the Game.
1st down and 10 for Harding from the 23-yard line. Throwing that rock. And out of bounds. Pressure by Julius Pruitt. So great defense by the Hounds once again. The Hounds defense, again, we keep talking about, they've just been real good tonight.
Yes, sir. They have not given up any points. 18 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
If you just joined us, Harding got a field goal early in the game after the Hounds had fumbled at their own 10-yard line, then kicked a 28-yard field goal. And then later on, they had about a 40-something yard, maybe a 50-yard interception return for a touchdown. So all the points for Harding really have not been against our defense. Here's a run, and they've got an edge, and they're holding, and no call. Zane Watkins, number 70, had a hold of Zane, and you saw Jersey stretch, and no call. And we've played one quarter, the Hound only with 2 offensive possessions in that quarter, and it's a 3rd down situation come up. That's the end of the quarter, Brian. 0-0.
Well, we got the ball, to start the third quarter, and we drove it down, and just we couldn't get it in when we got to the 10. I mean, we had them on their heels, and, you don't know what happens if we're able to score right there.
Well, I do know this. This play coming up is going to be a 3rd down and 9 play from the 24-yard line, and it will be huge in determining the winner of this football game. You want to get the football back because the Hounds, we haven't been able to get the bust-out long play, but we have been able to move the football some. And when we do that, we use clock. So getting 2 offensive possessions in that quarter, you assume, if things go like they are, you're going to get a couple of more.
That's right.
So you're going to have to hold here and then take advantage of your 2 offensive possessions, unless Harding makes a mistake, which is unlikely.
Well, we can force them into one if we stay after that quarterback.
Well, here is the big play right here. This is 3rd down and 9, and a huge play in this football game, even though it's the first play of the 4th quarter. It's a momentum play for Harding. And I think it's a must-stop for the Hound defense.
This is a major right here. Can't let them get behind you.
Find 83.
Do not let them get behind you.
Overthrows his intended receiver. Pretty good coverage.
I like that we had somebody in the center of the field, David.
Tyrell Fryer.
Yes, that was a heads-up play.
Yeah, we're one-on-one coverage with help over the top from the free safety and a punting situation and a huge play. And if the Hounds can maybe field this punt and not let it roll 20 yards.
We'll get good field position.
Yes.
Come on, Jay. Take it to the house.
They're going to kick it away from him. And it rolls. And it rolls. And it rolls down to the 29, 30-yard line. So sometimes you just got to guess if you're the return guy that he's going to kick one way or the other. And you just got to as soon as the ball is snapped, you just got to run that way. But anyway, it cost us about 15 yards there, but we've got 11:45 to play. Still got a chance in this thing, but we've got to put some offense on the board right here. We've got to put some points on the board.
We just go back to doing what we did the first drive. I mean, we just took it to them, and we blocked those blitzing linebackers. But this is gut check. This is it right here.
It's do or die for the Hounds.
You can't punt it. No, punting's done.
1st down and 10 for the Greyhounds. Linebackers inching up. Now they back away. Straight ahead for 1. Maybe 2 to the 32. 11.5 to play in the football game. 9-0 in favor of Harding. .25-second clock down to 10. Jordan Neal crosses the 35 to the 36-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 for the Hound offense.
Got him a little space out there, and he was able to make something happen.
Here comes those linebackers. 10:45, clock moving. Hounds taking a lot of time. Got to get the play right on 3rd and 4. We have a tight end pop pass. Linebackers are staying. They're not coming. Cornerback's coming. And the Hounds trying to get a 1st down. Extra effort may allow the Hounds to get the 1st down, and it is. And who's on the carry? Jordan Neal.
Jordan Neal lost his helmet, too.
Huge play for the Hounds because we didn't have it made on 3rd and 4. They had it stopped.
Effort.
So with 10:24 to play in this football game, the Hounds keep possession of the football. We've had very few explosive plays tonight, if any.
And we've had them all year, either Jerry Jordan, right touchdown pass. We've had those.
A 20-yard plus play. Had very few of those, if any, tonight. I don't know if we had any. Here come the linebackers. Clock's down to 10 minutes. Hounds changing the play in the 25-second clock. Cash throws deep. Jay Cright is there and is complete at the 33-yard line. Tremendous pass from Cash Forster, and what an effort by Jay Cright. He's slow to get up. The Hounds barely got the play off, and I mean barely got it off, and I thought they were probably going to call us for delay of the game.
I was afraid, and then the Harding Academy coach was right over there in his ear trying to say it was incomplete, but You could see he come down on it. That's why he was kind of gimp. But he jumped up because he didn't want to come off, but they're going to take him out anyway.
First down and 10, and the Hounds are trying to put some points on the board here. A must drive for the Hounds. Here's a big play, Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus into the secondary. Joe Brodus 20, 15. Joe Brodus is still on his feet, and he's down near the 10-yard line. Big Joe Brodus.
They said, Coach Isley said last week at the coaches' luncheon that we said Joe Brodus 92 times in the game last week.
Joe Brodus.
Joe Brodus.
Great effort by Joe.
Boy,
first down and 10 Greyhounds. First and goal. No, it's first and 10 from just outside the 10. Hounds can get a first down, but it's near the goal line. Hounds in a must-score situation here. You got to have positive plays. You cannot afford a negative.
Got to go to the end zone.
Now they say first and goal. Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus 5. Joe Brodus still driving. Joe Brodus inside the 5. And down to the 3-yard line is Joe Brodus.
A sophomore Joe Brodus. That's future right there, David. Running hard with that head down, both hands and arms on the ball.
Come on, Hounds. You got to block a linebacker here. Here they come. Joe Brodus. Touchdown, Greyhounds. Touchdown, Joe Brodus.
You betcha. There's that spark. That spark we needed right there.
8:55 to play, and the Hounds, after another defensive stand, forcing the punt, a 70-yard drive. I think the Hounds started at their own 30. Great pass from Cash to Jake Cright, put us in their territory, and then Joe Brodus took over. 9-6 in favor of Harding. Hounds are on the board with a huge momentum drive. Great snap. Hold is good. The kick is up. It's in the air, and it is good. And the Hounds have cut it to 2, 9-7, with 8:55 remaining in this ball game, thanks to a big touchdown run by Joe Brodus.
And a monster catch by Jay Cright. Now, he's kind of gimpy right now, but he made, we were in trouble, and he made the catch.
Well, Cash made a marvelous throw, just an outstanding throw from the sophomore. And, boy, with the Hounds' backs against the wall, trailing 9-0, the Hounds make a big play. And kind of get a little cooler in here, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
8:55 remaining in this ball game, and the Hounds have cut it to 2. And the defense has been outstanding the whole night.
Here come those Hounds.
And it has an opportunity here to be a fantastic finish for the Newport Greyhounds.
Here come those Hounds. 8:55 to go in the fourth quarter. 9-7.
Rolando Noquez will kick. He does not kick it very long, so the Hounds will have an opportunity to cover here. It is short, and it is fielded, and it is returned up to the 40 and across the 40, and tremendous field position for Harding Academy after the short kick. And 8:51, and we gotta ride the strength of the defense here.
Well, they're at the part of the field right now where they're probably playing 4-down territory. They're not going to want to give it back. So we've got to shut it down right here. We've got them on their heels. We've got the momentum.
How about a fumble?
14 on the 25-second clock.
They didn't have enough guys in the game, but they're going to go trip sets to the left. Quarterback looks. He throws. We've got it defended. Wing tackle. They fumbled the football. The pass was complete. It was way behind the line of scrimmage, and it was fumbled, and it's back to the 36-yard line, so a loss of about 7 yards on the play.
Now they've got a little discombobulation among their offense.
Second down and 17 here. That's me clapping if you want to know where that noise is coming from. Come on, Hound Dogs.
Come on, Hounds. Who dat?
Find 83. He's at the top of the screen, and he'll get double coverage over there. Throwback, wide open. And he dropped it. He dropped the football.
Hit him in the wrong place. The wrong place. The hands.
It was a perfectly executed throwback to the running back coming out of the backfield. A perfectly thrown pass and a drop by Harding. A difference maker. Now third down and 17. Wow.
I think he thought he was already in the end zone. He was waiting for the hand to go up.
16 seconds in the clock moving on the 25-second clock. The game clock's at 7:59. Timeout on the field, and for Harding, they want to talk about it. The Hound fans are on their feet across the way as Ben Black will get a shot of those guys. And the Hound defense we're a play away from forcing the punt and getting the football back.
Yes, sir. We just cannot let them get behind us. I mean, we were given a gift right there because that guy was wide open with nothing but the end zone.
Well, he came out of the backfield and he ran a wheel route. Had receivers over there that ran off all the secondary guys, and he was in between guys. He just dropped the football. 7:59, 9-7 is the score.
Big play.
Huge. Samaniego. Come on, Luke. How about a big sack here? 24 and 83 have been their go-to guys. Incomplete.
They're going to call.
I got a holding call, I would assume, against Harding at the 28-yard line. I would assume that's what that is.
Oh.
And if it is, the Hounds will decline the penalty.
Oh, it is. I thought we hit him. There we go.
Talking about the possibility of a late hit on the quarterback.
Yeah.
And here's where
you got to watch them.
Well, they've got a guy. Let's see who is. The guy on the line of scrimmage, the tight end, would be eligible. This guy down here on this side is a flanker, so he would be eligible. Almost blocked by Joe Brodus, but the ball is out of bounds.
40-yard line.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Way to go, Newport defense. Come on, offense.
Come on, big old.
Positive plays, no negatives. Keep the football moving forward. 7:47 remaining in the game. 9-7 in favor of Harding. It is Deshaun Anderson, Connor Prince, Zane Watkins. On the right side, Tyler Linville and Alex Emery. From the 37-yard line, and it is Joe Brodus remaining in the backfield. Joe Brodus, positive to near the 45, short of the 45, but a pickup of 7+.
Almost every lineman was out that 7+ yards. They were just all pushing and driving.
Second down and 3. You must have positives. Joe Brodus for a first down, plus some. Hang on to the football. Joe Brodus for a first down.
Joe Brodus.
To the 46-yard line in Harding territory. Hounds have a hold of a little bone right here and gnawing on it. Joe Brodus, he had nothing and he made something. To the 42. A pickup of 3 to 4 yards. Joe Brodus has got to come out. Second down, you've got to have positive plays, no negative. 6.5 to play in the game. 9-7 in favor of Harding. You can't have a negative, and the Hounds did.
Yep. Our line got pushed back that time. Right side.
3rd down and 9. Well, Brodus came out, and it changed the complexity of the drive. Instead of running straight ahead, we tried to run wide. 3rd down and 9. Jordan Neal across the 40 to the 39. He's at the 40. The Hounds are going to have a 4th down and 4, and the ball game riding on this play.
Joe back in.
Joe Brodus back in. It's going to be 4th and 4. Cash runs over and gets the play, runs back in to run the play. 25-second clock down to 10. 8. Do the Hounds want to call timeout here and make sure we got the right play? Joe Brodus, and he didn't get it. Boy, the second down play was a killer. The Hounds got 5 on 1st down and then lost 5 on 2nd. And the Hound defense with 5:01 going to ask them to make another stop.
Good news is we still have 3 timeouts.
This Harding defense has just been real good tonight. Give these guys credit. Oh, they were in motion.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, I do know this: if it's an illegal, if it's a motion penalty, the play is supposed to continue.
And the ball was on the ground.
Yes, sir. Let's see if he calls motion or just false start. False start. 4:58, 1st down and 15. Play clock will not start till the ball is snapped. Can the Hounds get the football back, or can the Hounds get a turnover somehow right here, maybe score defensively? Across the middle, and that is complete. To the 42-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. .440 clock moving. Will the Hounds get another opportunity? You know that Harding is going to run the clock here. It is intercepted by the Greyhounds. It is intercepted by the Newport Greyhounds at the 45-yard line. The ball was tipped, and it was intercepted by whom?
18.
Alberto Garcia. The Hounds got the break that they needed. We've got to put something together here now.
I was surprised the quarterback didn't run it. There was nobody within 15, 20 yards of him, and he threw it. Thank you, sir. Can I have another?
1st down and 10, and you got to have positives. Come on, Hound offensive line. Dominate right here. 4:12 to play in the game. Straight ahead, Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus for 5. with Jay Kreitz got to get out of the football game. They've got him in there, and he's on one leg. He cannot help us at this stage of the football game.
But they have to set the play clock, where the 25-second clock is forever before they start it.
Well, the 25-second clock is down to 12. And you got to get lined up. It's 9, it's 8, it's 7. Cash is going to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's O'Shea Pruitt. O'Shea down to the 20-yard line and now the 19. What a call by John Bradley. Woo! Cash Forrester down to the 19. A fake. And O'Shea was wide open.
Somebody they're not expecting to come out of the backfield to catch that ball. That's a good call right there.
First down and 10 for the Hounds at the 19-yard line.
3:26 to go in the fourth quarter.
We trail 9-7. Can the Hounds take the lead here? Can we get in 19 yards? Joe Brodus for a couple. Came from the edge. From the outside edge. And tackled Joe Brodus from behind. He got one.
2:57 and counting. Got all three of our timeouts. We're in good shape here. Just need first downs or touchdown.
Joe Brodus breaks a tackle. Joe Brodus 10. Joe Brodus into the 6-yard line. Joe Brodus.
Boy, he is carrying them. Atta boy. Way to go, offensive line.
2.5 minutes to play. 2:31. And the Hounds have it first down and goal from the 6-yard line.
Gut check, boys, right here.
Do
Ball
the Hounds
security.
go to the power formation? We'll see it, or they just stay and give it to Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus has been the difference here. 25-second clock has not even started yet, and the game clock is down to 2:07. And this is Joe Brodus, who is tackled from behind, and he'll have no gain on the play. You don't have to be in a big hurry here. 2 minutes left, clock moving. Cash got to run over and get the play again. And again, the outside people making the play there. Second down and goal from the 7.
He had him by the back.
And now it's 3rd and 7.
Had him turned around completely. I thought Garrett Body had it right there.
Now they put the ball at the 6. Now they move it back to the 7. Hounds have 2 plays to get 7 yards. I'm giving it to Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus, 5. He's down to the 4-yard line, and he's stopped there at the 3. I think the Hounds could use a timeout here.
Yep, need to.
4th down and goal. They back it up to the 4. 4th down and goal from the 4-yard line. And the Hounds are going to try for a field goal here. It'll be a little offset to the left and a yard longer than an extra point. So the Hounds are going to try to take the lead with a field goal. And they call the timeout, leaves them only with 2. A field goal. I don't remember many games down through the years where the game came down to a field goal. Remember one year at Dollarway, we missed a field goal.
Yes, sir. We did.
It's going to be a 20-yard attempt. 25-second clock down to 18, and now Newport wants a timeout.
I guess Harding took that one.
Maybe they did, and Newport uses one there as opposed to keeping the 3 in case they did not make the field goal. Positive thoughts right here. We're going to make this football. We're going to make the field goal and win the football game. And who would have ever thought it?
That's what I'm saying. Who would have thought that we'd have been held to 7 points this far?
Yeah, that's the amazing part to me. And the thing about Newport calls the timeout. You've got your kid over there, your kicker. He's thinking, just don't think about it. Just go kick it through, Rolando. He's a sophomore. The snapper will be Xavier Foster. Jay Kratt will be the holder. No, the Hounds have changed their mind. They're going to go for it. 4th down and goal from the 4. Joe Brodus, touchdown, Woo! Joe Brodus.
That's having faith right there, boy.
The Hounds have gotten on the back of their offensive line and sophomore running back Joe Brodus to take the lead.
Now bring him out to kick. Now bring him.
Guys, we are 4 points ahead, 13-9. Obviously our first lead of the game. The Hounds are confused on what to do here. Hounds are trying to decide whether to go for 1 or 2. You got a 4-point lead. The 2 points gives you a 6-point lead. A touchdown couldn't beat you. So the card would say go for 2. And I agree with the call. Joe Brodus.
Changed the game.
No doubt. No doubt, because our offensive line was still getting a good push, but he was getting hit a lot, and Joe Brodus just kept fighting and fighting in the last 2 drives. Obviously, huge. Can the Hounds get their 2 points here? More importantly, can we hold them and not give up a long pass for 1 minute and 10 seconds, Brian Prince?
Well, we did something when on the last drive that Harding Academy had the ball. When we knew it was coming, we had somebody in the center of the field back that had speed.
Right.
So, in
here we go. Hounds to go for 2. Joe Brodus in the game. Fake to Joe Brodus. Got a man wide open there. It's short. The pass is short. He was wide open. O'Shea Pruitt, and Cash's pass was just a little short, but that's okay. You got to hold them anyway. You got to hold these guys, and
you got to go play really aggressive defense on the defensive line.
Here's what I say. Here's what I'm going to look at I'm going to coach a little bit right here. Is it worth trying to kick the ball across the field to the far side and try to kick it out of bounds and give them the ball at the 35? Now, they could make us kick again. They could back us up 5 yards and make us kick again. But generally, no Quez, he's not going to kick. Jerry Ellis is going to kick, so you can forget that theory. Jerry Ellis can kick it a little further down there than...
It's coming down the center of the field.
Yes, sir, it is.
If he kicks it like he has.
What a turn of events here in the 4th quarter on the back of Joe Brodus.
How big is that 2-point conversion that they failed on now? That's huge. Because they could be driving for a field goal to tie it.
Game-tying field goal. Hounds will kick, obviously, from the 40-yard line. You got to cover.
And you got wind in your face. The kicker's got the wind in his face.
Well, you just got to kick it hard.
Make contact.
1:10 to play in this football game. The Hounds leading 13-9. Yeah, he calls for a fair catch, and I like it right there.
Jerry Ellis is the first one there.
He was, wasn't
he? Kicked it and was the first one there.
At the 37-yard line. You know what my 4 famous words defensively are, don't you? Don't get beat deep.
There you go.
That's really a contraction, don't. That's okay. Don't get beat deep. Hounds are going to ask you the first pass right here.
We're going to pick it off right here.
We have 1:10 to play. Hounds leading 13-9. Winner advances to the quarterfinals. Quarterback throws. It is short and complete. Clock will continue to run. 57 seconds. Harding with 1 timeout. Come on, guys, get ready. They're ready. Somebody's got a cramp over there covering 83 on that side. And is that Dawson Cook? He's cramping up. That play is complete for a first down with 40 seconds to go. We'll give them that one.
They have 1 timeout left.
Finally get Tyler Calamese says for Dawson. Dawson's cramping up and they could run right past him. Nothing you can do if you're cramping. First down and 10. The clock stops. 40 seconds to play in the game. 24, the tight end, is at the bottom of your screen. Quarterback looks. He throws deep, and it is in and out of the receiver's hands.
I thought we were going to make an interception right there.
Oh, my goodness. Now that cornerback is hurt over there. That's Calamese. And Jerry Ellis will come in.
Harmony Grove is up 10-7 in the 4th quarter.
Wow. Jerry Ellis will come in and he'll be asked to cover the big kid. Travis Turley with help over the top. Back up, Jerry. Back up. Garcia. 28 seconds to go. Ball at the 40-yard line. Great play by recovering by Alberto Garcia. Now he comes up limping. He's got a cramp. And he's trying to run it off. 3rd down and 5 for Harding at the 41-yard line.
We ain't had this many cramps all year.
83's at the bottom of your screen. Way overthrows the intended receiver, and tremendous defense by TK Fryer. 18 Garcia can't go. You got to get him out of the game. It's 4th down and 5.
Still 23 seconds left.
Yeah, that only took 5 seconds. Garcia's going to try to tough it out here.
They're going to try to get him a first here.
Yeah, they need a first down to keep the game going. They have a timeout left, so that you'd think they'd throw short. Out of bounds.
There we go.
Complete.
There we
the
go.
Newport Greyhound defense has held.
Next Friday.
The Hounds have held.
Now we need Benton Harmony Grove to go ahead and win, and they'll come to the house.
Coming to the Newport Greyhound house. Come on, Hounds. Let's run off 16 seconds. The Newport Greyhounds have trailed the whole football game, and it's been all defense from the Hounds again tonight. But the offense got rolling when they needed to roll on the back of Joe Brodus. Who was it?
Joe Brodus.
Joe Brodus.
93 and 94 times.
"16 seconds to go."
Victory. I love the victory formation.
Illegal substitution by the Hounds will mark us off 5 yards. We'll have to snap it. They'll have to call timeout. We'll have to snap it again. The Newport Greyhounds leading 13-9 on just when a night when the offense just couldn't seem to get it going. You just didn't think the Hounds had enough to get it done. I knew we could get it done, but oh my goodness gracious, I had no idea that Joe Brodus, I guess they're out of timeouts. They're not going to call their last timeout. Don't blame them. The Newport Greyhounds have won 2 playoff games. They've won 10 football games on the year. That doesn't happen very often, even in Newport, Arkansas. A come-from-behind victory trailing 9-0. And again, on the back of Joe Brodus, the Hounds win this thing 13-9. We're going to watch these guys a little bit as they shake hands with each other. Tremendous football game by Harding. These guys just had a great defensive plan, Brian. They weren't going to let the Greyhounds beat them early, but the Hounds got behind their big offensive line. They put together a couple of drives, and Joe Brodus gets 2 touchdowns and a call on 4th down and goal from the 4 after the Hounds had first called timeout to set up a field goal, and John Bradley had second thoughts and said, "No, sir, we're going to try to get that ball in there. We're not going to put as much pressure on that sophomore kid." Exciting. Tell me what you think, my partner, Brian Prince.
I think I'm thrilled to death. I think I'm excited about being able to do this one more week at least. I mean, just one more week. I mean, I want to be fatter and happy with turkey in me come next Friday. You know, eating a bowl of leftovers before I go do the game. And let's hope Benton Harmony Grove holds on and wins. We got that house at legendary
Greyhound Field. I do know this. I do know that there's a lot of talk about what would happen if the Greyhounds did win on Thanksgiving morning. It's been a tradition at Newport if the Hounds played on that week that they would have an early morning practice and we would have coffee and donuts for all the fans to come out. You'll figure out more on that later. We'll post some stuff on Facebook. It'll be all over Facebook, and those who maybe don't get Facebook and just make sure that everybody knows when that's going to happen. The Hounds are going to the quarterfinals. It's an outstanding come-from-behind victory tonight. Hounds win it by the score of 13-9. I hope the guys come up. I hope they get up. We're a long way from them, but I'll bet you. Now, whether he brings a star of the game player or not, that's okay. Mark Hinsley will be up here. Final thoughts, my friend.
We overcame adversity. We have a lot of youth, and I call it youth by our sophomores. We could have folded. We kept fighting, and we kept doing kind of what I said, down the center. And our linemen, I guarantee you, was, with Joe's fresh legs and our linemen having laid on them first, second, third quarters. That's why we won this fourth quarter, was those linemen laying on them.
You said it early in the football game. You said that exactly, my friend. Well, let me tell you what. We got Coach Hinsley coming up, and I'm sure he'll bring a star of the game. And it's brought to you by Subway. The Coach Hinsley Show is, and the star of the game by George Kell Motor Company. An exciting come-from-behind victory for the Newport Greyhounds, 13-9. Wow. Coach's Show is next. And it's the George Kell Motor Company star of the game in a huge football game. And, folks, I know you haven't met this guy, but you've heard me call his name. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus right here in the booth. What a football game, my friend. And the Newport Greyhounds rode the back of Joe Brodus in the fourth quarter. Tell me what was going on down there on that field. Tell me how you felt, my friend.
Well, I saw we weren't really pushing the ball like we should, so I'm like, well, I should step up and be the man I am and go out there and do what we got to do to lead this team into the victory.
And you did that.
Yes, sir.
And you mentioned something to me just a little bit ago before we got on the air, special incentive to get it done.
Yes, sir.
Why you work so hard?
I work to push myself far in life.
Yes, sir. What about that group of seniors that you were battling for out there?
Well, I look up to them a lot. They're a real true role model to me at practice and at school. So I follow them everywhere to show them that I respect them and everything. I want to go a long ways with them and stuff. I didn't want this to be our last game, so I had in my mind that we was going to have a victory at the end of the night.
You were absolutely outstanding, no doubt about it, and a sophomore coming in, and you've got some spot playing time throughout the course of the year, and you've played very, very well when you've been in there. But when the game was on the line, when we needed a spark, we went to a sophomore. We went to number 44. You brought the spark. How does it feel to come from behind when we trail the whole football game and win that one?
Feel great.
Pretty good, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now, we've got we win 10 football games. I want you to go back when you get back tonight or tomorrow, the next time you get over to the Keedy building.
Yes,
I want
sir.
you to look at that board up there, and I want you to look at how few teams have won at least 10 games. There's not a lot of them up there. There's just a handful of them.
Yes, sir.
And you guys can be excited and proud and be so emotional coming into next week's ball game. It's the road to the rock.
Oh, yeah.
It's the road to the rock, and we're on our way. We are doing well. Let me ask you this before you get out of here.
Yes, sir.
Why did Coach change from going from, why do you think he changed from going, we were going to kick a field goal.
Yes, sir.
And then what changed his mind to say, let's come back out here and give it to Joe Brodus?
Because I said, Coach, I got this. We can do it.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic.
But if it wasn't for the offensive line, it wouldn't be the same as what I was doing tonight if it wasn't for them.
Yeah, they're pretty good, aren't they?
Yes, sir.
Joe Brodus, you're a fine young man. I appreciate your great efforts tonight.
Yes, sir.
Hallelujah for Joe Brodus.
Yes,
and there
sir.
he is right there, number 44.
Yes, sir.
The victorious Coach Mark Hinesley, our 10th victory of the year, second playoff victory. Coach, it was an exciting night to be a Newport Greyhound on the road, big-time atmosphere behind the whole game, and then all of a sudden the Newport Greyhounds are winners again.
The most exciting thing I've ever done. I mean, you know, how exciting. Excited doesn't even talk. That when we got to getting that victory formation at the end of the game, I don't even know what I was thinking. It was just exciting. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying?
I do know what you're saying.
I mean, that just it's great to be part of.
Well, every game, when you're playing in the regular season and you're always saying, well, we want to win a conference, and well, we didn't know, well, we want to get a good playoff season. And when you get in the playoffs, I mean, obviously, a lot more pressure.
Absolutely.
A lot more pressure on the kids, a lot more pressure on the coaches. It's a pressure-packed situation because everybody, like I told you last year, when we won our last football game of the year, I said, we're going to win our last football game, and then the only other ones are going to be the ones that won tonight that don't go to the playoffs, and then the one that wins the state championship.
That's right.
So there's going to be it's that same scenario. We're in the mix.
Yeah. Well,
you can't win it until you get in.
You know, and that's what I've been telling the kids is don't make this your last Monday practice.
Right.
Don't let this be your last Tuesday practice. Don't let this be your last Wednesday. And just trying to get them in that mindset where it doesn't have to be over.
Right.
You know, this is a do or die time. When you get in this phase 3, man, it is do or die. You either win or you go home. And like I told the kids, I'm not ready to go yet. Right. I'm enjoying what we're doing. I'm enjoying being part of it. I'm glad I'm in their life, and I don't want this to end.
Well, it doesn't have to end. I mean, I hope it ends in 4 or 5 more weeks. But let me say this about your football team, Coach. Defensively, again, and we say it week in and week out, absolutely phenomenal tonight. I mean, they get 9 points, but they got the 9 point. We fumbled the football at the 10, and they kick an 18-yard field goal. Yeah. So that means they didn't get any. Yeah. And then they got the pick for their 9 points, and then they didn't get the 2-point conversion against our defense. And I mean, they didn't get anything against our defense. Nothing.
You know, it's they prepare so well, and there's not many plays you can sit there and say we didn't execute.
Right.
There's only a handful of plays in a game that you can probably say that we messed up on. Right. They execute, and they're almost perfect on every snap of the game. And you know, going into preparation, you know, man, we were worried about their pass. Oh, their pass. They're going to throw it on first down, second down, third down, fourth down. If they get a fifth down, they're going to throw it on fifth down. You know, that's just what we expected. Right. They come out and tried to run the ball. We did not panic. We had an idea. We had a backup plan. We had a backup plan for the backup plan. And the kids didn't even blink. You know, I always talk about don't flinch on defense. Right. Don't flinch. Just make plays. And can't be any happier defensively, man. I mean, they did exactly what we practiced, executed. That makes you feel good as a defensive coach.
Let me ask you this. What was the feeling on the sideline when we get the ball at the start of the second half and we drive the football down here and we get a fourth down and short and we don't make it at that stage, and we kept the football for about 6 minutes of the third quarter, half the third quarter. What was the feeling like over there on the sideline at that point? We fine? What was the feeling like?
You know, with this team, we've shown the same formula. We've shown that have a slow start, and I don't want to blame it on anything. I think it's a challenge. We just have a lot of young guys that have never been in this situation.
Right.
And I think it just takes a half to say, oh, wait. And then it takes a half for me to give them some wisdom, and then having to go out and finish the game. And that's what we're doing. There's no secret, man. They're just coming out and they're finishing the game. That's what I told them at half. I said, all right, we did that first half your way. Let's do it my way, and let's go finish the ball game.
Well, I do know this, that the whole football game, those guys couldn't do very much, and Harding's defense was absolutely phenomenal, too. They were real good. And then a couple of big plays. Cash made a couple of big passes, but obviously we got on the back of our offensive line, and Joe Brodus, a sophomore. And Joe even said in his interview, he said, I wanted to do this for the seniors. He said, I couldn't do it without my offensive line. And he said, what a night to be a Greyhound. Exciting night.
Well, and I'm glad he did that because, we're pushing. An individual is only good as his team that he's part of. And I'm glad he did say that because, that's what we're pushing. We're not going to get anywhere unless we do this as a team. And that's what the kids are really buying into. And when a kid says that about his seniors, that's really special to those
Absolutely
seniors.
It is.
They're doing something right on their end.
He said, obviously, and you didn't hear it, but you'll hear it tomorrow. He said, I look up to those guys. Those guys,
Absolutely.
Those are role models to me.
Yeah.
And that made me feel good that there's a sophomore, and he goes, I didn't want to lose because I didn't want these guys to lose.
Well, if you remember, I've talked about how much these kids, these seniors, really have held this team accountable.
Right.
It means something to them, and they hold this team accountable, and the kids do look up to them. There's times I looked up to Jay tonight. Jay played an excellent ball game, and his calf was just in knots.
I bet it was.
In knots, man. Even at half, we went in there, he was in knots, but the kid still made a vertical route, called a vertical route.
Yes, sir, he did.
Still played at corner, would not come out.
Right.
I'm trying to get guys in there for him, and he will not come out because he knew this might be the last, and he's not going to.
I even said during the game, I said, you got to get him out because he can't even walk. You got to get him out. But go ahead.
Hey, a little bit of me respects that.
Absolutely.
That kid, and it's what I've said this before. If it comes to a situation where we have to make a call, one of those seniors is going to be the guy that has the ball.
Right.
Because it's all or nothing for them.
Hey, it's a great night to be a Newport Greyhound. We're going to get to play on Thanksgiving weekend that traditionally has been a big, big day, and especially Thanksgiving. I know you're working on something for Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
We don't know exactly at this stage what we're going to do, but the tradition has been have some type of early Thanksgiving morning practice and have some donuts and some coffee, and we know we're going to do something.
Absolutely.
But we just don't know when we're going to do it. So you can keep up with Facebook, and the Greyhound fans will know.
Yeah.
They'll know.
Yeah, we'll put it on the website.
Absolutely.
We'll get the info out.
Coach, congratulations again, your 10th victory of the year, and again, look at that board when you get home tonight. Just gaze at that and look at how few teams we've had win 10 games or 2 games in the playoffs.
Well, and I'm not even gonna lie to you. Until Coach Blake said something about the 10th win, I didn't even think about that. I really
Is that right?
All I have been focusing on was getting 1 week at a time and getting to Thanksgiving.
Yes,
because
sir.
I think ever since I've been here, we've only had one time that we did this, and I just want to be part of it.
Absolutely.
And to be part of it as a head coach is great too. But I just want to keep traditions going because that's when it comes down to it, that's all that really matters.
Absolutely.
It's carrying on tradition and being part of it, and it's special.
Hounds come from behind 9-0 and win it 13-9. Congratulations to my friend Mark Hinesley, head football coach and athletic director of the Newport Greyhounds. It's going to get sweeter. Keep staying with us, and don't know quite yet. We thought we might get a home football game. We were rooting for one, and then Atkins finally went up 14-10.
I said before we're the best thing going right now.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you.
We are.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We're the best thing going.
We are that.
You might want to try to catch the next ball game.
Yeah.
It's a show.
Even on the road. If we play at home, that's fantastic. You come on Friday night, but we have to go on the road to Atkins. We've been to Atkins one time in our life, and in all fairness, of all the years that I've covered Greyhound football, I can tell you it's a tough place to play at Atkins. But that's okay because the Greyhounds we're up for the challenge.
We're a pretty tough team.
Greyhounds win it 13-9. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Go Hounds.